Well, a very good morning. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do have a look at some of my other content. Well, today, what have we got planned? Well, you can probably guess from behind me, we're going to be taking a look at Phuket International Airport, both the international terminal and the domestic terminal. So if you haven't been to Phuket before, this is going to be of great interest to you because it's going to help you navigate the airport. Now, the international terminal is not yet fully open. They're still working on it, but there are a lot of facilities here already. So we're going to take a look around this airport. Welcome to Phuket's international arrivals. Once you've disembarked the aircraft, you will first make your way through passport and immigration control. Once you've cleared that, you will then go into the baggage reclaim area. Once you've collected your luggage, you will make your way outside into a main corridor. Turning left at this corridor will take you towards the domestic terminal. Turning right will take you into the arrivals area. Here you will see a lot of tour guides, reps, etc. So if your holiday includes airport pickup, this is the area that your driver or tour company should be waiting for you. Here you will find plenty of booths where you can hire a car. If you need a SIM card, you can get a SIM card, but I would urge you to check out the deals. Of course, if you're desperate to change money, they do have exchange booths. There are plenty of taxi stands as well. Don't forget there are public transport system here as well. Watch my video on Phuket's public transport and there is a section in there to guide you for public transport system at the airport. Okay, so you've now come to the end of your holiday and you are looking at going back to your own country. You will need Phuket's international departure. So now we're going to take a look at the international departures section of the airport. So when arriving back at the international departures, you will of course need to unload your luggage from whatever method of transport you have travelled to the airport via. Make your way inside the main entrance and of course you will be greeted by the check-in area. Once in this area, you can either make your way to airport information or check out one of the screens to find out which is your departure section, and then you can check into your flight. They do have self-check-in terminals as well if you prefer to use one of those. The check-in area does have money exchange facilities, but I would urge you to do this before you get to the airport where possible, because of course airport exchanges don't necessarily give you the best rates. There are quite a few facilities on offer in this departure area, such as coffee shops and places where you're going to be able to purchase food and drink before you enter into passport control and go into the departure lounges. I should also mention that there are a few shops in this area and of course the all-important VAT refund desk. So if you have been buying a lot of goods here in Phuket, you might want to go and see whether you're eligible for any VAT refund. Okay, so now we're going to go and take a look at the domestic terminal here at Phuket International. So come on, let's go. Okay, welcome to the domestic terminal, and as you can see, the join between the international and the domestic is not yet fully open. There will be a sky bridge. There's a little bit of a workaround at the moment, but this is the check-in area for the domestic terminal here at Phuket International. Originally this section was for both domestic and international flights, and that was before we had the international terminal built, Terminal 2. But this section now is purely internal flights, so if you are travelling to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, those sort of places, you will check in at this terminal. Now, of course, because this was the international as well as domestic terminal before, we do have a number of facilities at this terminal, so let's go and check those out. So once you've checked in, you can come upstairs before you pass through passport control and enter this area where you're going to find a lot of restaurants, places where you're going to be able to get some food and drink before your internal flight. So we've got places like Subway and Burger King. I would just say that be mindful of the prices for food and drink at the airport, because unfortunately it is not one of the cheapest places here in Phuket. Now, of course, on top of all the restaurants, you will find some sales desks here, so if you haven't already got a ticket, you can buy a ticket, or you can go to the desks. If you've got any problems, they'll be able to help you out. Moving into the domestic arrivals area, this is going to be a little bit more slimlined than the international arrivals, because you do not have to pass through any immigration. So once you've collected your bag, make your way into the foyer area outside, and here you will be able to take a taxi or minibus, arrange a hire car, or if you have a driver waiting for you or someone picking you up at the airport, then pass through this area into the outside area and you should be able to find the person that's waiting for you. Okay, when you exit the domestic arrivals, if you look to your left hand side, you will see at the bottom there, that is where you catch the airport bus or the smart bus. Now, don't forget to check out my video on the public transport network. So if you haven't seen that, I will put it in the description down below, and that will help you get from the airport to either Phuket town or one of the resort destinations such as Patong, Kamala, Kata, etc. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this look at Phuket International Airport. Whether you're an international traveller or a domestic traveller, this is a great airport. Lots of facilities, taxi services, hire services, food places, drink places, lounges to relax in. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video, to give it a thumbs up, because it does really help the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Do check out my other content and my other channel. And I guess that just leaves me to say, as always, you take care, and I'll catch you soon.